out of race cars or whatever the meme was going. He sleeps in a race car bunk bed or whatever.
Debuzz is the
Debuzz
king
meme
of
was.
Twitch copy pastas. I love them so much.
Yeah.
I can never remember them.
That's the first time I ever saw the sleeping in like my man sleeps in like a race car bed or something. It was Debuzz.
I remember the Ludwig race car bed. I don't remember Debuzz having a race car bed.
Maybe I caught it downstream. Maybe like that was the origin of the content, and then Debuzz got caught in a stray.
Ludwig's Twitch chat bought him a race car bed to sleep in.
Does he
honestly,
sleep in it?
I have no idea. If somebody bought me a race car bed, I mean, it's there.
Because I know Ludwig has done some of those streams where people buy random stuff and he has it in the background. I don't know. I don't know if it would be a great meme if it just sits there in the background and actually replaces his bed on stream.
Oh, he slept in it for the subathon. Okay. That sounds awful. Because there's no way that mattress was good.
Yeah, I was about to say,
kid's mattress.
Hopefully he swapped out off-stream a Tempur-Pedic in there
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
the $50 kid's mattress right there, where it has feathers adjacent to fluff the pillow.
Definitely wants the real back support there. Ludwig's, getting up there in age along with me, all the other 30-something-year-olds. We need our good back support.
You are ancient.
I know, ancient. But what's not ancient is this initial stock that, starting to get some damage put on it here. Starting off on FD, too. Like, that's a little bit of an
Honestly, oh, the Bayo tax.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it be. You got to pay the tax.
You got to pay the tax.
You got to.
We don't make the rules.
That's just been as old as time. Every Bayo, it doesn't matter how good they are. I've seen, I guess I don't know who the best Bayo is, but I've cast and watched some of the best Bayos. They all SD at some point.
At the moment, probably Lima.
Yeah, I would.
Lima's been popping off lately, too. The last few tournaments, dude's been looking nice. At the moment, though, Safzai has that fragile lead, and now we've been talking about this all night, getting to play to your game plan. When you are the zoner, you want your opponent to come to you, and Safzai opting not to over-aggress because of that.
And the thing is just really confident with that bomb stall. You got to be able to time your go off and get Samus game plan, because those bombs, you can kind of stay out there for, not forever, but pretty long time. Oh my gosh, finding the up smash after the pause there. That move doesn't even work on the ground, so that's like a real commitment. And the F smash is just...
Bayo is very tall, which helps. And now an up smash coming out from Lumeckos. Surely not. No, the clank! The clank with the up smash?
Lentini, do you think that was just like 40 chest knowledge there?
Safzai is the smartest person in... Nah,
I was just going to say, because I've never actually seen those two moves interact before, so that's a first, I think, seeing those two up smashes work like that.
If Safzai did that on purpose, the dude deserves to win this entire tournament.
Yeah, for sure. We're in trouble now.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You can't DI out of that because you were so high up. That's the danger of floaties.
Yeah, getting caught out there, and it doesn't really matter how good your SDI is. You're in trouble, and Lumeckos not missing those opportunities to capitalize. Now in a last stock situation on this game one.
How has Lumeckos brought this back? This looked almost unwinnable. But that's the power of adaptation. Not worried about that instant up FD. Look, we got to pay our taxes, but sometimes you get a tax refund.
Absolutely.
And that's what Lumeckos is pulling for right now.
TurboTax is on. Lumeckos has found TurboTax. We're looking for our option. It's tax season right now.
Yeah, what day is it here? Yeah, we got a couple more weeks here. A week and a half for all of you negligent tax enjoyers out there.
Tax enjoying, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
And you can't blame Lumeckos because obviously got quite a few of those witch times, but in that instance, Safzai was like, "Nah, I'm waiting for you. I'm gonna react," and then just like hold this F smash.
I finished filing tax returns for Tempest as a company, but not myself as a person.
Oh no! Is it priorities? Priorities.
What can I say?
Honestly, if you can file taxes for a business, it's like. Oh, right.
I've had to pay $0.
Nice. We love to see it. Bro, I gotta say, owning a home tax season has suddenly become my favorite time of year.
Right. Are you
So
talking?
those tax returns
Are we
are
about
crazy.
to talk about interest deduction, like mortgage
I'm
interest
telling
rate
you,
deductions?
those tax returns are actually crazy. I used to see it as a bit where people would like leverage their mortgage to like save money by not paying it down. I thought there's no way that's real.
With that, Lentini and I have lost 98% of the chat with our mortgage chat. But you know what? Hey, that's how it be. You know, when you're talking about tax season, we take what we can get, and
Yes,
we
do.
look for the things that we can. When we push those buttons into the TurboTax, which I still use, and we see the numbers go, but we pray and hope. Let's hope for a number we like.
You got to use USA tax free.
See, this guy knows.
It's free.
I've got my father-in-law has a TurboTax license. I still use it. I don't know if he's even still using it himself, but we still use it every year. So I'm just like until he forgets to renew it.
Oh no, not the unemployment allegations. That does feel bad when you're unemployed and tax season comes. Like, hey, if you're below a certain threshold, like if you are turbo unemployed, you don't even have to file.
It's true. Yeah, you don't even have to waste your time doing it.
And time is money. So
Hey.
you're losing money by having a job. You have to
Yeah.
waste so much time filing taxes.
And this is a great time to announce that Lentini and I will be starting an Economic Smash podcast coming very soon to podcasts everywhere.
Hey, don't be a Yoshi.
Yeah.
Dude, that would go hard.
See.
A bunch of smashers try to talk about finances in like Smash terms.
In Smash terms only, yeah. And it's like, anything serious or actually correct? No, that's sounding a little too much like Smash, like finance bro YouTubers. We can't have that. But what also we can't have is getting back on the stage, although Lumeckos just allowing it for now.
We are opting for the Rosa. One thing you, of course, have in this matchup is the ability to absorb projectiles. We'll see how much that ends up coming into play. Generally, you have to be very careful with that move. It's very niche, very exploitable if you overuse it. So I'm sure Safzai is going to be constantly moving in a way that forces Lumeckos to think very hard about throwing that option.
Yeah, and I used to think this was a really like -1 matchup for Samus, and now I think it's more or less even, and the main reason is because if you recover low as Samus, like Rosa just comes down on your head and just trades with you and spikes you. So it's really easy to set up, but like honestly, Samus can oftentimes just kind of dash attack through both Rosa and Luma and just send both of them flying, kill Luma oftentimes, and just when Samus is just 1v1ing only Rosa, it becomes super, super rough. And to your point about tall characters, up smash is another move that actually can kind of work on her because she is so tall.
Exactly. That's that tall tax. People don't talk about it. They talk about the joint issues, the back pain. They
The
never
tall
talk
tax.
about getting hit by Samus up smash.
If you're over, like, what is she? She's got to be like 6 feet or something. She's just a tall lady.
She's crazy tall. I've definitely seen how tall both of these characters are. They're the 1%.
Because Samus also, I think, is supposed to be in like lore. I think Samus also supposed to be pretty big. Like I think she's supposed to be tall. So that means Rosa's got to be like 6'6" or something. She's in the
it's a
NBA.
lot. Look, I mean, if she grew up in outer space, maybe she's just got the no gravity height advantage,
Right, yeah,
right?
very good spine expansion, right? Oh, but not getting the spike hitbox, hitting out, but sets up for an edge guard situation and a pretty sizable lead here from Lumeckos.
FTP claiming Rosa is 7-2. Oh my goodness.
That
we stand a
So
tall
she's like a
queen.
monster. She's
Oh,
like a
yeah,
nightmare.
monster.
She's like a nightmare creature. What the?
Look at that dress must go crazy.
Imagine
as well.
waking up in the dead of night and Rosa is just standing over you. Like that sounds like an actual
true.
nightmare material.
And then Luma is there as
yeah,
well.
she's there too in the corner looking over you for some reason.
This is the horror game we need.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Clock Tower 4, Rosa Luma's Revenge.
Think about how much she has to pay her tailor to make those dresses. That sounds awful.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like-
a lot of fabric. Like
That's the wedding dress tax right there on every single color alt. Maybe that's why she only wears one dress.
yeah, it's an expensive wardrobe. All right, look at
charge shot cancel there.
setting up into an interesting situation. And
Oh.
finding this raw nair, which is going to kill. 79%, 88, 105, and climbing definitely needs to not get hit by that fair. Any hope of coming back on this game too?
Yeah, Safzai looked so good with the lead, but now that you're trailing, trying to approach with Samus, as you know, as a Samus player, can be a little bit tricky sometimes, especially against a Luma. Because in situations like that, you get in, you just get knocked out.
Not able to really get anything going there.
Ooh, tick grab, missed opportunity. Lumeckos slightly misspaced for that. Safzai taking full advantage, but Lumeckos has managed to hold center stage despite that back and forth boxing effort.
I want to see Lumeckos. See, like, yeah, I want to see Lumeckos going off stage there for the down air. But maybe just thinking, you know what, I'm going to be super safe, super conservative with this lead I have and just look for another way to get a kill. But you are going to be shooting yourself if you don't find it. And that could have been it there.
Yeah, this is the downside of not opting for that risk, is that now you give Safzai an opportunity to nickel and dime to fight his way back into this, and doing such a good job. You may be trading, but eventually got a little impatient with that dash attack. And Chico not going to let you forget it.
Yeah, and like I was saying with the dash attack, sometimes if you space it correctly and get the right, like the dash attack travels so far that you can scoop up both of them and knock through, or at least cross up. But in that situation, you notice how Samus just kind of like knocked a little Starman away. I just like calling him Starman. I don't know. I was listening to David Bowie the other day, the Starman song, and
it's a good song.
And just getting up smashed for his trouble.
My man got taste out here. But now we are going into game 3. Safzai's got his counter pick. I wasn't paying attention. Where are we going here? Okay, Smashville.
And yeah, I'm interested about a little interested on the stage selection, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like this at all.
This is very interesting. Safzai clearly must want to box.
I guess so. I'm so afraid about, like, think about this character now covers, when you do some of your Rosaluma setups, you're like covering like half the stage. It just feels very claustrophobic.
Oh no. That's one of your big strengths on this stage, that even if Lumeckos covers across there, there's not enough stage to get away. But somehow the aerial hitbox actually came out, stuffed out Safzai, forcing you to try all over, and only 22% on Lumeckos right now.
Yeah, and you gotta hold, even force there, you just gotta hold shield. Be worried about the little star guy who's gonna come for you. I like this aggression, setting up the ledge trap. Yeah, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, if you pick this stage, you have to play that aggressive game, because I feel like Samus has the advantage either at very close range or very far range, but in between, it is all Rosa and Luma, so you can't back away like that.
Yeah. I mean, like, yes, you can come out with, in that burst medium range, you got Zair as a tool, which I haven't really been seeing Safzai really go for that often. Maybe it's just that he likes the fact that the side blast zones mean that these ledge trap situations are going to kill that much earlier. But up throw, not going to kill on this stage for a while.
Oh, the careful roll on. To get on the stage, it's an instant roll. The Elite Smash classic right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But sometimes it just works.
It's true. Gonna let it rip with that fully charge shot. Usually Samus is not wanting to sit on that too much as it limits their mobility. Does put a little fear into the opponent that, you know, you got like this kind of scary, basically the equivalent knockback of a sweet spot back air, and just like 35 or something % on deck if you get hit with it. Looked like for a second there, like Luma was like, let me come with you.
Look, if your friends jumped off of Smashville, that's all I'm saying. 169 on Safzai, finally going to take that stock, but that's a lot of extra credit, and this is that win condition for Safzai. Despite a difficult start, this is starting to look pretty good, and a lot of it is founded on these repeated ledge traps because of the small stage.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm too bad at the game, so I always get kills with up throw. But when you're good at the game and you actually know how to pilot Samus correctly and you're confident in your ability to get multiple ledge trap situations, the stage does start to make a little bit more sense.
Ooh, good air dodge there from Safzai. Stuck on the platform, goes for a little A little bit of movement there with the charge shot, making it harder for Lumeckos to get in. That's a dead Luma.
Yeah, now you can absolutely scrap, and finding the up smash, and even on this, God, I always forget how that move killed. That move is dummy strong when it hits, and in this matchup, it's just something you got to be considerate of, because you can just let it rip in the middle of the stage, and 7-2, she's getting hit by it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what do you do here? Just a rinse and repeat situation. Gonna escape to that platform.
This stage has a lot of opportunities that Safzai has made liberal use of with that up B. You can almost always either fade to platform and get that 50-50 of will I go through, will I not, or fade to ledge to prevent Lumeckos from getting those hard punishes, which has made it a lot easier for Safzai to not have to guess on Lumeckos' pressure.
Yeah, and just really keeping the pressure game on himself here, and just a rinse and repeat here. And also just how, like, if you think about time of possession of Rosa and Luma being together, just the little star guy's dead half the time. Or when is the last time we've seen him be able to actually have anything? He came back to only to see his friend die.
With the eye roll from Lumeckos. That was a rough ending to that game. And like, as you were mentioning, that Luma always out of action, MIA to be sure. And on a stage like this, there's no place for Rosa to hide. You have to box.
Yeah, I think that was a perfect example of when it's like initially wasn't totally understanding this choice, but as we saw the game plan manifest, it was take out Luma consistently, have it be a non-issue, and then just play scrappy and have really, really good ledge trapping, and it worked out. Now we're going to have to see if the Bayo on the counter pick is going to work.
It worked last time. Let's see if it's going to work out again. I personally think that Lumeckos' Bayo is kind of crazy regardless of the matchup, even if they're not really feeling it in that matchup. And on a stage like Town and City, you could just die at any percent if you get caught by the right combo starter.
Yeah, got to be really, really careful hanging out on these platforms. Lumeckos has put up some no loitering signs on them, and if you get caught out there, that might just be your life.
Yeah, we do a little loitering around here. It's that Kmart parking lot too. That was scary.
Yeah.
Lumeckos is not afraid to use smash attacks.
Yeah, and I mean, strikes the fear, India, when you know that your opponent is willing to pull the trigger there and how they can just absolutely evaporate a stock. Wow, not punishing double F smash back to back. That's wild.
That's within going to save Lumeckos there, but all of that damage rack up, but dies off the top. It's so easy on this stage to feel like, oh, it's Town and City. I'll just hold up to avoid dying off the side. But if the knockback's high enough, you can get caught out like that.
And you saw the way he kind of flew up into the corner and just went off up the top.
Yeah, even still, it was pretty close.
Ooh, nice defensive move, like air dodge in there.
Okay, Lumeckos with a double jump there, almost finding it. Great movement, but not committing to any options there. Maybe a little bit overcautious. However, and again, actually dashing away when they had the advantage. I'm surprised to see that, but you know what? It's working out.
Yeah, just as a Bayo player, I imagine a lot of your thought process around how far can I take this and like how aggressive do I want to be in this instance. Okay to kind of just take that damage as it comes and not go for broke.
Great aggression there. And again, these up Bs are just working.
Looking to get something started here, but Safzai really not able to get the same ledge trap game he was able to do last game. Just that right there, just really good awareness, little pivot movements there, and just when to pull the up B, just super smart defensive play.
157, you got to be so careful. Lumeckos is fiending right now at the ledge, barely missed spaces, but the double dip on those back airs. Safzai tried to approach, so desperate to get out of that terrifying corner, and cost his life.
Up B, gonna tack on some damage, get off me, but let's see how far Lumeckos is able to take this. Just a little damage.
Oh, we're scrapping a little bit, but that up B, not going to kill. Town and City once again saving Lumeckos, but that forward air will close it out. Last stock here. Safzai on the cusp of taking this, but with the way Lumeckos is playing, I'm not feeling so good about his chances. We might have a game 5.
Yeah, and just drifting in there. I love the aggressive down air to say, get off me, tack some percentage on the board, and make kind of just as an execution check to say, hey, you got to be frame tight on this, or I'm going to have my option of my own.
Barely getting there in time, taking full advantage of that Bayonetta range. Not going to kill. Safzai chooses to go low. You saw Lumeckos expecting the high recovery there. Great fake out.
Now back to neutral, but the down air not going to come out fast enough.
Oh, just this defensive movement, and Safzai almost stealing it just like that. Once again, instilling the fear, and those charge shot cancels continuously threatening Lumeckos' approach. You have to be ready for it at all times. Back throw, reset the ledge.
This is really, really scary, and that's going to do it. Able to steal. That really felt like, yeah, breathing a sigh of relief there, is able to just pull that out.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I thought Lumeckos had that, looking so confident going into that last stock, but Safzai found those ledge traps. It all started with that one down smash that sent Lumeckos to the ledge, and then it was just the rinse and repeat. Those bomb traps were so difficult for Lumeckos to get around.
Yeah, Safzai really finding the right times to actually just sneak down smash in, not only as just like a ledge option, but just even finding it in the center of the stage, because it does send at such a nasty angle that it sets up a basically a just, I know how you're going to recover, and it's purely going to be a execution check for me to how I execute the ledge trap and just take away whatever options you have left.
And that means we get the
run
run
back.
Reminder to everyone in chat, Ryan has been chilling, waiting in grand finals, watching from the background for Safzai to come back and try to usurp that throne. It was not only last game, Game 5, it was last hit, last stock, Game 5 on winner's side. So we know Safzai's got what it takes. Can Ryan hold that throne, or will the adaptation from Safzai eke him just over the edge?
Yeah, I'm gotta wonder. I don't know what Ryan's been doing in the background while waiting, sitting on grands. You don't want to get too cold, but at the same time, you know, sometimes you just want to sit there, watch your opponent, just think about the game.